You guys ready to watch this cast bar? You got to look closely because it's really quick, okay? Boom! Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody. Thanks for tuning to another Super T's video. And Destruction Warlocks are going to have their specialization renamed to Charlie Sheen because they just don't stop winning. Destruction Warlocks got a massive rework in this most recent patch update to the War Within, and I absolutely had to check it out. If you want to see that full update, I'll have it linked at the end of this video. And as always, if you want to make sure that you're staying up to date with news related to World of Warcraft, smash that subscribe button so you don't miss out. Now, their entire talent tree got an overhaul, which is why when you're looking at this, and when I looked at it, I was like, what is going on? And when I started to dig deeper into it, I realized that these talents are crazy powerful. There's almost all of them. I was like, I want to get all of these. Can I just get all of these? Because like these are absolutely insane. But some of the big outliers that stood out to me is that they are bringing back Shadow Burn execute range. So the critical strike chance of Shadow Burn is going to be increased by an additional 50% when you are using it on a target below 30% health. This is a mechanic on Destruction Warlock that I really missed, was Shadow Burn becoming more dangerous as your enemy got lower on health. Another interesting component is that they have tried to make Soulfire more viable by introducing a talent called Decimation, which is your critical strike chance has a chance to reset the cooldown of Soulfire and reduce its cast time. So let me just show you that really quick here. So as you're attacking your target, you're getting immolates up, you're doing your con flags, you're getting your build going, you're going to get these random procs that are going to increase or reduce the cast speed, of the Soulfire itself. So we're just fishing for a proc right now, doing monstrous amounts of AoE damage. There's no way this specialization isn't the most broken in Mythic Plus, probably Battlegrounds. We got a proc right here. So this thing up here, Decimation. You guys ready to watch this cast bar? You got to look closely because it's really quick, okay? Boom! Just tossing out Soulfires. Just, okay, that's the thing. You're going to be able to do that. Soulfire lovers, they wanted to give you some love and make sure that this is going to be a viable option for you as well. Now, the Overfiend in one of my YouTube shorts that's absolutely going viral at the moment, which is when you casted Cataclysm, it was going to summon in this Overfiend that just started casting Chaos Bolts. They've decided to take the Overfiend out of Cataclysm, so now you don't need to run that if you don't run that. You don't want to run that. They're putting it into Ritual of Ruin, which is just after you spend Soul Shards, you're going to get a fast cast Chaos Bolt, cost no Soul Shards. So when you get that fast cast Chaos Bolt and you send it out, that is going to summon the Overfiend instead, which is going to channel Chaos Bolts at its target. So your fast Chaos Bolt's going to summon a pet. Casting fast Chaos Bolts is you're casting basically borderline instant cast Soul Fires to get targets down into execute range for your Shadow Burn ultimately to finish them off, which was just like mind-blowing in terms of like potential combos with this specifically. They've also introduced talents that are going to make Incinerate more of a viable option, and I was honestly surprised or disappointed, I should say, that this wasn't implemented yet because I really wanted to see it, which is basically Incinerate has a chance to create a dimensional rift or reset the cooldown of a dimensional rift if learned. So this one was wild because you can take other talents that make Incinerate AoE, so you can get AoE Incinerates that I'm wondering if they're going to have a chance to proc interdimensional rifts. Like imagine if we're just attacking targets here in a battleground or in a Mythic Plus dungeon and we start channeling out our Incinerates that are going to proc rifts, reset the cooldown of our existing rifts, and just like absolutely chunk massive amounts of damage while calling in demons from the sky with our Infernal, working towards our hero talent build, which hasn't changed since my more recent Warlock build, if you want to check that out specifically. But you're going to be summoning in these demons as you count down, like this Pit Lord that's going to be jumping in. Keep resetting your Rain of Fires, keep calling in demons from the sky, keep working on procking out these instant cast Soul Fires basically as we get those into the mix as we're going through this rotation. Our Infernals break down, we call in Mother Shiraz, the mother of succubuses, to come in here, and we're just raining absolute terror, doing the most broken amount of AoE damage. And like, it's not implemented, right? Like, I'd be summoning in rifts while I'm going about this, summoning in Pit Lords, calling in giant rocks, demon rocks from the skies. Like, how does this spec not be awesome in the next expansion? It's just the real question that I have for you right now in this video. Like, if you've been looking at like what specializations that you want to main moving into the next expansion, I'm hoping that every class gets some touch-ups like this, because it seems absolutely wild the possibilities that you're going to be able to have with this. You know, a lot of older talents that weren't really being selected are likely going to have some positions in their build. The flavor, the fantasy, like really, what is there about this that there isn't to like, honestly? Like, this is absolutely fantastic. This is absolutely fantastic. The stuff's not even implemented yet, and I'm super entertained just by looking at my screen right now with everything that's flying out from me. So I'm really excited for Destruction Warlock. Like I was saying that Fire Mage was the best specialization, but I am starting to think that Destruction Warlock is likely going to be a competitor. This is like a Rain of Fire focus build again. Like I'm expecting it to be really good at Mythic Plus. And it probably will be really good in Battlegrounds as well. There was an era of time where this AoE Incinerate Rain of Fire build was actually really good. I think it was in Legion. So it is possible that this Rain of Fire build is going to make a comeback. I love that they rearranged the Infernal towards the top center of the tree, so it doesn't feel like you're going to be missing out on not being able to get it. They obviously have talents that are focused more towards single target damage, ramping your Infernal, ramping your Conflagrate, and your Shadow Burn, giving you just flat out crit % chance. So if you wanted to play more into Decimation specifically to try and get those procs on resetting Soulfire, you could go for builds in there. There are builds that focus around your Dimensional Rifts, so it does AoE damage. Again, with that AoE Incinerate build, summoning AoE Dimensional Rifts that are going to AoE everything. I don't know how on earth it isn't viable. In the next expansion, for as far as Mythic Plus is concerned, you can get the old Flame Rift set bonus as well. This is now a talent that hasn't been implemented yet. And you can just get damage increasing effects, which obviously haven't been, put into here. The only thing that I do have some concern with is Demon Fire. I just feel like Channel Demon Fire, I mean, should we try it? I guess we could try it and just take a look at it, but it feels like really on the outskirts of the bar of the talents. It doesn't feel like it's got like a huge amount of synergy with everything else, but is the only real like negative criticism that I would have for it at the moment. And maybe it's just because of my personal bias towards this, because I don't think it's that great. But like Channel Demon Fire, yeah, I don't know. It just doesn't hit the same as like keeping your Incinerates rolling, getting tons of Rain of Fire, getting these AoE Incinerates. There's no like cooldown fed into it like there is for Soulfire. I just feel like it's just kind of meh. It just feels like a meh spell overall. And with where it's located, like I guess if you get the AoE going onto like a bunch of Immolates, maybe actually, you know what it could be crazy with is the Hellcaller, because you get the instant cast Immolates. And now I'm going to need my pets to please stop attacking so that I can drop combat for being able to get these talent trees unlocked here. So I actually kind of wonder with the instant cast, this might actually be legitimately viable. Maybe. Okay, this is the one that turns you into an old meta demon, but this makes your Immolate instant cast. So you could just get a bunch of Immolates on everything, right? Just get Immolate. Just Immolate everything. Okay. And then we're going to pop our demon form, and then we're going to Malevolence and Demon Fire, and just watch. Okay, that was literally instantly over. I mean, maybe that did a lot of damage, but that was literally instantly over. It gave me an instant Soulfire, though, which is kind of cool. But this instant Immolate build, maybe that's their idea there, is that this one will synergize with Channel Demon Fire. It is so fast. I mean, it doesn't seem like it's big numbers, though. It's like 3k damage a hit. If it hit a little bit harder, this thing might be scary with this build with the instant cast Immolates. Possibly, but again, I don't know if you'll want to sacrifice that demon tree, calling in all those extra demons and empowering all of your baseline spells for this or not. I don't know if it'll be worth it, to be honest. I don't know why I can't use Channel Demon Fire now. Am I stupid? Don't answer that, please, in the comment section down below. Okay, here we go. Channel Demon Fire. Going out on all those Immolates. It just, when you make it shoot so fast, it's like over instantly. I mean, maybe that's of a benefit, but it just doesn't feel like it's got a huge vibe. Not really vibing with the Demon Fire, but everything else in this talent tree, I think you're going to be able to more so customize your builds, focus on single target versus AoE, a lot of amped up spells, juiced up effects. Like, I feel like there's no way. I mean, maybe it's a bad thing, right? Because we're so early in alpha. Maybe it just means that you get nerfed into oblivion and then we just never see you again. But like, this is one of the more wild reworks for sure. So I hope you guys enjoyed this deep dive of it. If you did, leave a comment down below with your thoughts on the specialization and let me know which specialization you'd like me to cover next. Other than that, thank you for watching the video, and I will see you in the next one.